my guy. Alright, so today we're going to talk about tithing. Alright, so tithing in the Bible is not about money at all. See, God said, bring all the tithes into the storehouse, and if you do, I will pour out a blessing so great you won't have enough room to take it in. See, because if y'all read the Bible for yourself, y'all will realize that tithing in the Bible was clothes and food. See, because the people was told to bring these kind of things so the pastors could stack up in the storehouse that they were supposed to have. And they were supposed to use these clothes and food that was brought to him for the people that was in need, the widows, the homeless, because the people looked to the churches for help. So the churches were supposed to be stacking up on these things, and they were supposed to be putting it into storehouses. And that's what tithes are. Now, if you want to give your money to the church people were supposed to spend that money on clothes and food and just stack it up in the storehouse. They not supposed to go spend that money on themselves and become billionaires and millionaires, because God said what was freely gave to you, you supposed to freely give to the people. And what was freely gave to us? The word. You ain't supposed to have people pay to hear the word. That was never the intentions of God. That's the intentions of men and greed and the love of money. Tithes was for the people. They were supposed to be giving them clothes and food and stuff to stack up on in the storehouse. So when people in need that needed the word and needed help, they could go to the church for it. And the church was supposed to give it out to those people. But nah, see, the people nowadays, they got y'all paying to keep their light bills on. Talking about God said to give your money. God ain't never said that. And even if the people was giving the churches money, that was for them. It was never for you. It was to help your people. Y'all got people that's struggling, but still find a way to go to church and give their money to you to hear the word. When in reality, they don't even know they ain't supposed to be doing that. They don't even know that the church really supposed to be helping them. The church is supposed to, all that money that y'all pouring into the church, that's supposed to be poured back into the community. Poured back into the people. Not for your own selfish agendas. See, because you got people that's out here struggling every day, but still find a way to go to church and give their last dollar to the church, hoping that a blessing will rain down on them for them giving to y'all, not understanding that that is their blessing. You giving to them, they supposed to give back to you. The blessing was supposed to come from the pastors and the priests. They supposed to be helping us. But instead, they taking y'all money for the wrong reasons and not doing what God said to do. See, because what y'all don't understand, there's going to be a time where things is going to get hard for everybody. And the people are going to be looking to the churches for help. And guess what? The church ain't going to have nothing for us. And you want to know why? Because instead of using that money, or instead of getting blankets and food, canned goods to put up in the storehouses, y'all was using the money for other reasons. And now y'all ain't going to have the things to help the people in need when they looking to y'all for it. Because y'all wasn't doing the will of God. See, but you know what's crazy is God talk about in the Bible how man will rob him. The priests in the churches, they will rob him. And what does he mean by rob him? With tithes and offerings. God knew y'all was going to do this. He knew y'all was going to find a way to rob him. Instead of doing his will and telling the people what tithes really are, y'all made it about money. Y'all made it about the love of money. See, it's because y'all want to be rewarded by man instead of God himself. Y'all rather lie and take people's money rather than telling people the truth about what tithes is, using it, put it in the storehouse, and then allowing God to reward you for you doing right by him. But nah, y'all rather rob God and lie to the people. See, because what y'all don't understand is in Malachi, it was a warning to the priest. And y'all can pause and read this for yourself. God warned y'all. He said y'all will rob him in tithes and offerings. Whew! Woo! He told y'all to bring the tithes into the storehouse. He told y'all. There's gonna be times that's gonna happen, and we, as people, was gonna need that storehouse. Y'all don't understand what y'all doing at all. Y'all sitting here lying to the people, trying to get rich off people, trying to use the word to make money, and not understanding that there's gonna be consequences for that, because you are robbing God. See, because the Messiah walked around and gave the word for free. And he told us to do the same thing. Without cost, you have received. And without cost, you are to give. You supposed to give the word without receiving nothing back in return. See, because God told the priests and the disciples, when you go tell my word, don't take any money. No gold, silver, or even a copper coin. Because what I freely gave you, you supposed to freely give. Let me say that again for you, pastors. Freely you have received. Freely you shall give. Y'all better either use that money to stack up in them storehouses for these hard times that's about to come upon us, or tell the people the truth about tithes and tell them how they supposed to be giving blankets and foods for y'all to stack up in a storehouse. For the people that's coming to you for help, the people that's in need, the homeless, the widows, the people that are struggling, but are still finding and making a way to come to the church and give y'all money so they can receive a blessing. Because what y'all don't know is y'all are the main ones robbing God.